Hello students, how are you? I hope all of you are keeping well, and I also hope that all of you will have completed your previous class work. Today we will continue the same exercise 7C as 4 questions were left in the previous class. So first we will complete this exercise, then we will start next topic. See question number 4. In previous class we completed up to question number 3 and also question number 6. Now we will start from question number 4. Question number 4 is a camp had food for 90 people for 50 days. 10 more people came to the camp. How long will the food last? Students, suppose there is a camp in your school and there are 90 people in the camp, and the food quantity which we have for those 90 people is enough for 50 days. Clear? Listen again carefully. Suppose there is a camp in your school and there are 90 people in that camp. The food quantity which we have for those people is enough for 50 days. But later on 10 more people came to the camp. By anyhow 10 more people came to the camp. How long will the food last? If 10 more people came in the camp, then what is the number of people? It will be 90 plus 10, 100 people. Then that food quantity which was for 90 people for 50 days, now there are 100 people in the camp, then that food quantity will last more than 50 days or less than 50 days. Those students who are not able to understand in English, I am explaining you in Hindi also. Suppose 90 people का कैंप है और जो हमारे पास फूड क्वांटिटी है that is for 50 days, वो 50 days के लिए इनफ है उन 90 लोगों के लिए कैंप में जो है. बट किसी वजह से अगर 90 के प्लेस पर इंस्टेड ऑफ 90 की जगह 100 पीपल हो जाए, 10 और आ जाए, देन नंबर ऑफ पीपल विल बी 90 प्लस 10 100. देन जो फूड क्वांटिटी हमारे पास 90 लोगों के लिए 50 डेज की थी, अब 100 हो गए लोग, तो वही फूड क्वांटिटी 50 से कम दिनों में ही खत्म हो जाएगी या ज्यादा दिन तक चलेगी? थिंक very carefully. So come to the question. If the number of people is 90, the food will last for 50 days. अगर 90 लोग हैं तो हमारा फूड जो है 50 डेज तक चलता है. If number of people is 1, only 1 people, the food will last for. अगर 90 के प्लेस पर केवल 1 ही लोग हो, 1 ही पीपल हो, 1 ही पर्सन हो, तो हमारा वो फूड मोर देन 50 डेज तक चलेगा. देन सो वी विल मल्टीप्लाई हियर, वी विल नॉट राइट इन डिवीजन 50 अपॉन 90. वी कैन नॉट राइट हियर 50 अपॉन 90. देन वी विल राइट 50 मल्टीप्लाई 90. स्टूडेंट्स, टेल मी if this is a case of direct variation or inverse variation. This is a case of inverse variation because here number of people is increasing. Number of people is increasing. Then time, this time 50 days will decrease because number of people will increase. If number of people will increase, then food will finish earlier. अगर हमारे पास 90 की जगह 100 लोग आ जाएं तो जो हमारा खाना, हमारा फूड 50 डेज चलता वो 150 से पहले ही जल्दी खत्म हो जाएगा. सो इट इज ए केस ऑफ इनवर्स वेरिएशन. इन इनवर्स वेरिएशन व्हेन वी राइट फॉर 1 देन वी मल्टीप्लाई. सो इट विल बी 50 मल्टीप्लाई this 90. if the number of people is 100, how this 90 and 10 more people came here. See in the question, 10 more people came. So 90 plus 10, 100. Then food will last 50 multiply 90 upon this 100. 0 0 cancel, 0 0 cancel. Then 5 9 ja 45 days. Then that food which was enough for 50 days for 90 people, it will last in 45 days if number of people is 100. Number of people is increasing, then food will last earlier or before 50 days. It will last in 45 days. Clear? See here, same example in the book, example number 14 also. A camp had food for 60 people for 75 days. 15 more people came to the camp. How long will the food last? As more are the number of people who would consume the given amount of food. People, number of people अब ज्यादा है जो कि भोजन कंज्यूम, जो कि फूड कंज्यूम करेंगे. लेसर इज द टाइम फॉर विच द फूड विल लास्ट. तो जो टाइम है वो लेसर कम हो जाएगा. सो दिस इज ए केस ऑफ इनवर्स वेरिएशन. न्यू टोटल नंबर ऑफ पीपल इज 60 प्लस 15 75. नंबर ऑफ डेज फूड विल लास्ट फॉर 60 पीपल, इट इज 75 days. Number of days the food will last for one person, it will be 60 into 75. Because the same quantity of food will last longer, ज्यादा टाइम चलेगा वही फूड फॉर वन पर्सन देन 60 पीपल. अगर 60 की जगह 1 person हो तो वही खाना हमारा ज्यादा दिन चलेगा. Number of days the food will last for 75 people. It will be this 60 into 75 upon 75. 75 cancel, 60 days. You can read this example also 2-3 times and this question also. Both this question, this example, this question and this question also. All 3 questions are same. Come to next question number 5. A camp had food for 80 people for 50 days. How long will the food last if the number of people increases to 125? Now in this question, number of more people not given. Directly it is given how many members, how many people are there in the camp. So in first case, what is the number of people? 80. And how many days food last? It is 50 days. If the number of people is 80, the food will last for 50 days. Again same line. If the number of people is 1, the food will last 50 into 80, or we can write 80 into 50 also. 50 into 80 days. फिर से इस लाइन को मैं आपको क्लियर कर रही हूं. अगर हमारे पास 80 पीपल है और उन 80 पीपल के लिए जो हमारे पास खाना है, फूड है, वो हमारे पास 50 डेज का है. लेकिन अगर 80 की जगह, 80 के बजाय इंस्टेड ऑफ 80 देयर इज ओनली 1 person, एक ही मेंबर होगा, तो वही खाना हमारा कितने दिन चलेगा? 50 से ज्यादा दिन चलेगा, मोर देन 50. सो वी विल राइट 80 into 50. Now in the final case, if the number of people is 125, the food will last for this 50 into 80 upon this 125. So 5 1 ja 5, 0 ja 5 2 ja 10, 2 left, 2 remainder, 5 5 ja 25. Now this 10 into 80 upon 25. Again 5 2 ja 10, 5 5 ja 25, 5 1 ja 5, 5 1 ja 5, 3 remainder, 30, 5 6 ja 30. So 2 into 16, 32 days. Question 6 was in homework. I gave you in the previous class. Now come to question number 7. Question number 7 in the book. The cost of 15 similar chocolate is rupees 90. How many chocolates can be bought for rupees 126? See in this question, students, this is the number of chocolates. How many chocolates? 15. and this is the cost of these 15 chocolates. What is the cost of 15 chocolates? Rupees 90. Now we have to find the number of chocolates. How many chocolates can be bought for rupees 126? Means 90 rupees में 15 चॉकलेट हम परचेज कर सकते हैं, तो 126 रुपीज में कितनी चॉकलेट परचेज करेंगे? In this case, in this question, see which unit is given 2 times us. This rupees 90 and this is rupees 126. This unit with rupees is given 2 times, while number of chocolate is given 1 time, and we have to find number of chocolate in second case. So we will start the statement writing with this cost. We cannot write here like this cost of 15 chocolate is equal rupees 90. No, we will not write this cost of 15 chocolate is equal rupees 90. Then it will be difficult for us to find the number of chocolate. How we will start? See here. We will start from here. In place of this how many, we will write number of. Number of chocolates can be bought for rupees 90 equal 15. See again, in place of this how many, we will write number of chocolates can be bought for rupees 90 is equal 15. As I have written here, see, number of chocolates can be bought for rupees 90 is equal 15. Means 90 rupees में हम 15 चॉकलेट खरीद सकते हैं. Then number of chocolates can be bought for rupees 1. जब 90 rupees में हमारे 15 चॉकलेट आ रही है, if we buy in 1 rupee, then number of chocolate will be less. 1 rupee में तो कम ही चॉकलेट आएंगी ना. So we will write here this 15 upon 90. We cannot write here 50 into 90 because this is a case of direct variation. How? See, number of chocolate is in 90 rupees 15. The number of chocolate in 126 rupees. Now cost is more. So number of chocolate will be also more. So this is the case of a direct variation. So here we will write in fractional form 15 upon 90. See from starting, number of chocolates can be bought for rupees 90 equal 15. The number of chocolates can be bought for rupees 1 equal 15 upon this 90. Then number of chocolates can be bought for rupees 126. It will be this 15 upon 90 into 126. Simplify it. 15 1 ja 15, 15 6 ja 90. Then 6 1 ja 6, 6 2 ja 12, 6 1 ja 6, 21 1 ja 21. 21 chocolate means for rupees 126 we can buy 21 chocolates. Now come to 8th question. 12 men can reap a field in 65 days. 12 men can reap a field in 65 days. How many men are needed to reap the field in 60 days? See again which unit is given 2 times. Here this is 12 men. This is 65 days and this is 60 days. So see this unit with days. This is given 2 times. So we will start our statement with this one, 65 days. How we will write? Again, see the pattern how we will write. In place of how many, what we will write? I told you here number of. So here also we will write number of. Number of men needed to reap the field in 65 days is equal 12. See in the paper, number of men needed to reap a field in 65 days. This is 12. Means 65 days में किसी फील्ड को जो रीप करते हैं वो 12 पर्सन है, 12 मैन है. तो अगर नंबर ऑफ मैन नीडेड टू रीप द फील्ड इन 1 डे, अगर हमें वही फील्ड 1 डे में रीप करना है, पूरा का पूरा होल फील्ड वी हैव टू रीप इन 1 डे, देन वी हैव टू इम्प्लाई मोर देन 12 मैन. So we will multiply here 12 multiply 65. In this case, we will not write 12 upon 65. Students, try to understand the difference between direct variation and inverse variation. If both the quantities increase or decrease, either both the quantities increase or decrease, या तो दोनों quantities increase होनी चाहिए या decrease होनी चाहिए, then there is direct variation. But if one quantity is increasing and other is decreasing, then there is indirect variation. So see here, in 65 days, number of person is 12. If we do that work in one day, then number of person will be more. It means days is decreasing, the number of person will increase. It means this is a case of inverse variation. So number of men needed to reap a field in 65 days is equal 12. Number of men needed to reap the field in one day, it will be 12 into 65. Number of men needed to reap the field in 60 days. In the question it is given in 60 days. See here. Then it will be 12 into 65 upon 60. 12 1 ja 12, 12 5 ja 60, 5 1 ja 5, 5 1 ja 5, 1 remainder, then 15 5 3 ja 15, 13 1 ja 13 days. Clear? You can understand this question like this also. Number of men needed to whitewash a house in 65 days is equal to 12. Then number of men needed to whitewash a same house in one day. It will be 12 into 65, not 12 upon 65. So this is a case of inverse variation. Now students, I have finished this exercise 7C. Now our next topic is speed, distance and time. I am starting this topic also. Now see in the book. First I will explain from the book. Exercise we will do later on. So there are three terms: speed, distance and time. What is the speed? The distance covered by an object in unit time. Interval is called its speed. Unit time means 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 second. So distance covered by an object in unit time interval is called its speed. How? See here. If a vehicle covers a distance of 25 km in 1 hour, then we can say that speed of this vehicle is 25 km per hour. 1 hour means per hour. If a vehicle covers a distance of 20 meter, here it is 20 meter in 1 second. Here this is 25 kilometer, this is 20 meter. This is 1 hour, this is 1 second. Then we say that speed of the vehicle is 20 meter per second. Now how can we calculate the speed of any vehicle or any other object? To calculate the speed, formula is speed is equal distance upon time. What is the formula for speed? Speed is equal distance upon time. And if we do it by cross multiplication, it will be distance is equal speed multiply time. Now this one, distance is equal speed multiply time. And if we calculate formula for time, then this time is equal, this is distance upon this speed. See here, time is equal distance upon speed. Now next, to convert speed in kilometer per hour into meter second. In a question, speed may be in kilometer per hour or in meter per second. So if we need to change the speed from kilometer per hour into meter per second, then we multiply it by 5 upon 18. And if we need to change the speed from meter per second to kilometer per hour, then we multiply it by 18 upon 5. Why? See here. 1 kilometer is equal 1000 meter. 1 hour is equal 60 minutes. 1 minute is equal 60 second. and 1 hour means 60 minute, and 1 minute is equal 60 second. So 60 into 60, it is 3600 second. Now come here. 1 kilometer per hour. 1 kilometer per hour means this 1 kilometer upon per hour means 1 hour. 1 kilometer upon 1 hour. 1 kilometer is equal 1000 meter and 1 hour is equal 3600 second. We will simplify. 0 0 cancel, 0 0 cancel. 2 5 are 10, 2 1 are 2, 1 remainder, 2 8 just 16. So 5 upon 18 meter per second. We have converted this kilometer per hour into meter per second. Now it's reverse or vice versa. 1 meter per second means this 1 meter upon this 1 second. 1 meter can be written as 1 upon 1000 kilometer. 1 kilometer is equal 1000 meter and 1 meter is equal 1 upon 1000 kilometer. So 1 meter is equal 1 upon 1000 kilometer and 1 second is equal 1 upon 3600 hour. Now this 1 upon 1000, see here like this. 1 upon 1000 into this 3600 will be in denominator upon this 1. So 0 0 cancel, 0 0 cancel. 2 1 are 2, 2 8 are 16, 2 5 are 10. It is 18 upon 5 kilometer per hour. Clear up to here? Now come to uniform speed. What is uniform speed? Speed of an object may be uniform or variable or average. See here. If an object covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, it is said to be moving at a uniform speed. How? For example, if a bus covers a distance of 55 km in the first hour, a bus covers a distance of 55 km in the first hour, then 55 km in the second hour and 55 km in the third hour. Here एक बस जो है पहले 1 आवर में 55 किलोमीटर की डिस्टेंस कवर करती है, फिर 1 और आवर यानी दूसरा घंटा, दूसरा आवर, सेकंड आवर में भी 55 किलोमीटर की डिस्टेंस कवर करती है और थर्ड आवर तीसरे घंटे में भी 55 किलोमीटर की डिस्टेंस कवर करती है. इट मीन्स इन 1 आवर it covers distance of 55 kilometer. It is said that the bus is moving with a uniform speed for 3 hours. 3 hours तक bus uniform speed means equal speed. And what is its speed? Its speed is 55 kilometer per hour. Now what is the variable speed? If an object covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time, it is said to be moving at a variable speed. For example, see what is variable speed. If a bus covers a distance of 50 km in the first hour, पहले 1 घंटे तक बस 50 किलोमीटर 1 आवर में कवर करती है, 55 किलोमीटर इन द सेकेंड आवर और दूसरे 1 घंटे में 55 किलोमीटर की डिस्टेंस कवर करती है एंड 59 किलोमीटर इन द थर्ड आवर और तीसरे घंटे में 59 किलोमीटर की डिस्टेंस कवर करती है. इट मीन्स इट्स स्पीड फॉर फर्स्ट आवर इज 50 किलोमीटर पर आवर, for second hour its speed is 55 km per hour and for third hour its speed is 59 km per hour. It is said that the bus is moving with a variable speed for 3 hours. If a bus covers a distance of 50 km in the first hour, 50 km in the second, in the next 1 hour, 15 minute, पहले 1 घंटे में 50 किलोमीटर की डिस्टेंस कवर की, फिर दूसरे 1 घंटा 15 मिनट यानी 1 आवर 15 मिनट में उसने 50 किलोमीटर की डिस्टेंस कवर की, देन 50 किलोमीटर इन द नेक्स्ट 40 मिनट और थर्ड टाइम क्या हुआ 40 मिनट में ही उसने 50 किलोमीटर की डिस्टेंस कवर कर ली. इट इज सेड दैट द बस इज मूविंग विद ए वेरिएबल स्पीड फॉर 3 hours. Clear? Up to here clear. Now see students, I am showing you all these underline. You can underline these lines in your book, this point also. See, today I will explain up to here. These terms, average speed, relative speed, and these two term lines I will explain in the next class, but you will read it at least 2 times. Then it will be easier for you to understand this one. This all was for today's class. And students, complete your work timely. Do not leave any pending work. Okay? Thank you, students.